Welcome everybody to the Megaverse of Preston. This is me, Preston, and I'm probably going to have a good guess that you're thinking to yourself, does the voice fit the face? And the probably answer is going to be no. Nevertheless, it's a pleasure to meet you all, and this is the first video I will be taking where you can see me. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to introduce myself in person to you guys out there, my subscribers, to say hi. I live in the UK, I'm a middle-aged man, and you no doubt will know that I have a son who plays Battlefield 2042 with me on a regular basis. I've been content creating now since July, thanks to Shadows Uploads. He is the chap that gave me the final push into becoming a content creator, and I have a lot to thank for him, so I'll leave his link down below in the description. If you could check him out, that would mean the world. Nevertheless, so monthly feedback, February has been really good. The subscriber account has increased massively, so thanks to you all for that. That means the world to me that you guys have come to the channel and supported me, which I can't thank you enough. A lot of other things are coming out for the channel, as no doubt you probably will already be aware. I have my conspiracy series that's being released gradually over the next few months, and the first one being about cloud seeding and weather manipulation. I also have my histories, Preston's short world histories about India, the first episode, so that took me a while to make, so go check that out. You might actually learn something about India, and there'll be many more countries to come. Hopefully I'll cover the whole world at some point in the near future, but that's another series that's coming out, and my clips and cuts. So I will be reviewing different movies and series throughout the last few years, mostly around about the 80s, 90s and early 2000s era, but that's all can change. I can do any particular decade, but at the moment it's about the 80s, 90s and early 2000s. So there's a few out there already. There's some Japanese anime manga from the classic manga from the 90s, Pat Labor and Made X01, and I've also covered The Thing. I shall put some links for them as well if you're interested, and some obviously pictures around so you can have a look at the thumbnails, so in case it takes your fancy. So there's not many channels out there that actually take into consideration you, the content creator, and about how to approach these certain things. So I wanted to take this opportunity just to briefly run over what I did, and my advice would be that if you're a new content creator, the things that you could take on board and take with you away in order to have a more comfortable progress and comfortable construction of your channel. Now, I found the best way to do things is obviously have a good group of friends around you, because I do find having some support to throw ideas around is quite beneficial. But we're going to go under the assumption that you don't know what you're doing, you're completely fresh, and there's no idea about how to start a channel. So we'll keep it simple, we'll keep it basic. So first of all, get a YouTube channel, sign up, make an email address, get a YouTube channel going. Probably don't make your personal email address. I don't really know the benefits, the pros and cons of using a personal email to a professional one. I would make a professional one something else to start with, just to keep your private email address out of the way, but that's up to you. So first of all, make a YouTube channel. So you want to have a name for the channel, something that's relevant to you, like me's Megaverse of Preston. So my name's Preston, it's about me, and the Megaverse is a multiverse of different things, so games and films and conspiracies, etc, that over the course of time that passes, the channel will grow into different things to incorporate a larger community, to have people, from different walks of life to come in and be interested in what the channel has to offer. But initially, have only one niche. Niche is basically another way of saying category, so you want to have one category to focus on. But we're moving forward, so initially get the channel, so get a name, you have a logo, and you'll have a icon for a picture. So if you have a cat, you like cats for example, have a picture of a cat initially. The first, when making the channel, I wouldn't say worry too much about your background and your actual profile picture. So mine's a dog. There's a Preston the dog off Wallace and Gromit, but a different version. So just get something in place initially at first, so you can have just a base ground to work with. You can always change it in the future if you want to. So let's say you've got your channel, you've got the picture, say you've got a cat for example, you've got a background, okay, say it's a forest or something, you've been on a nature walk, or you like nature or the earth, you've got mountains or whatever, you've picked a background for your channel, and your channel's empty. So where do you begin? Well, how I did it, first of all, is I'm a gamer. I play lots of video games. I play a variety of different video games and decided to make my channel predominantly about video games. So I've played different games over the many years I've been alive, and Shadow's Uploads convinced me and said, you know, you should upload this stuff. You're playing anyway, you might as well record it, have some fun together as a team, play different games, and you can obviously record it and upload it for other people to enjoy. So this is what I started to do, and we started to do, and the different games that I have on offer, you can see. But once you've got that niche, and once you've got that initial category, start recording some of these videos of gameplay. Now I use a software called Movavi, a studio's Movavi software. It's very, very good. It's about £250–300 a year to subscribe to. I've gone for the ultimate pack, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it gives you all sorts of options that you can use to generate your videos. Even doing this right now while I'm doing recording is using that software, so it is really, really good. But some people can't afford all these things. Some people can't initially get these things. Even using a mobile phone to record some of the videos, not necessarily holding it up to your screen and doing it, is probably not the wisest of ideas. But if you're going to do something, then, you know, even an example, if you're like a chef or a cookery or nature walks, there are things you can use to start your channel off in the first place. Even if, like for me, for example, I like playing games, but I also go to the gym. I also like going for walks. I also have like tattoos, as you can clearly see. There are different things to capture video content for your channel, but you're going to want to specialize in one niche at first, and gaming's probably the most popular. It's probably in a niche that will get you the most sort of views, I could guess, in terms of there's lots of people that play video games, but there's so many people that do it. So picking a niche can be quite tricky. So you want to pick something that means a lot to you, that you know something about. But be warned, for example, if you're into, say, some people train spotting or collecting model trains, or you could be counting the numbers of planes, there are people that follow these sorts of hobbies, and that's perfectly okay, but not many other people are going to be interested in that particular subject. So it's picking something that's going to be appealing to people, but not necessarily going to be everyone does it. But at the end of the day, it's about you, and it's about what you want to do, that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you happy. Subscribers will come over time. So if you like spotting, counting trains, right numbers of trains, then yeah, make a channel about that. But just don't expect growth to happen too quickly, because not many people, I'd say, do that. But if that's what you want to do, then do it. But over time, I would recommend that you branch out. You branch into other things. You have other interests, other things that you want to do. So you could be spotting trains, for example, but you like to go running, you like to go travelling, etc. Capture these moments. So for PC, I use Movavi software. There are other softwares available out there. I couldn't name any of them else because I've not really ventured too much. I bought this one, or subbed to this one from Shadow's Uploads that really recommended it. So I've not really ventured, but I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other software out there, and if I can find any before I edit this video, I will put a few examples on the screen. So you've got your channel, it's uploaded, it's set up, and you want to upload a video. And let's just say you've got good recording software, and let's say most people are playing Call of Duty, for example, so you've got a 20-minute video of you and your friends playing Call of Duty. My son, for example, was a classic. He said, I'm just going to upload it and that's it. And it's not quite as simple as that. You can't just upload a video. Well, you can, but it generally, I find in my experience, doesn't really flow well. So normally what people do is they have an intro video and an exit video. So you have your core Call of Duty video in the middle, and you have a little intro video and a little exit video at the end, just to advertise your channel a bit and bring people in. And I've made a couple of mistakes myself with doing this. So for example, you'll find that I'm beginning already to change my intro video. You may not notice it already, but there'll be a few changes happening where I have this long, quite minute sequence of different games that I'm playing, all different clips of action going on, and I'm finding that's probably too long. I like it, it's good for what it is, but it's too long. It's too long, and I've already unfortunately placed it in quite a few of my videos, so I will eventually over time let these run out and put my other little intro clip is, which literally is Preston the dog there with some growling, and you know, make a verse of Preston and subscribe on it. So, and that's it, it's about 10 seconds, so it gets to the video quicker. So you want to have a video, or this intro video, that advertises your channel, gives the wow, this is my channel, you know, come in, subscribe to me, look at me. And then that's it. Don't make it too long. I've learned this lesson. Don't make it too long. And an exit video saying thank you for watching, or something to thank the watcher for watching, because it is really important that your subscribers actually watch the whole content of your video. There's a lot of cases where I've put a lot of effort into my videos and there's only a few minutes being watched, and I'm thinking to myself, well, where are these people losing interest? Even like some of my conspiracy videos, I can see the graph, I can see the pattern where people certain times and certain areas are losing interest, and I'm thinking I put a lot of work into that. Why are people not being drawn in? And it is a learning curve. It's something that there are tricks to the trade, which I'll cover some couple of pieces that I've learned off the internet myself later on in this video. But one credit I will give to is Dan, the creator. I actually watched this guy, and very, very good. He gave a few good pointers on how to capture people in, but you could say there's a science to actually getting people to watch your video completely. And these big YouTubers like Mr. Beast and all that have mastered this completely, so they will have this like a secret tactic to draw people in and get people watching, because it's good, because it generates them watch hours, and to be monetized and to earn the money you need people watching your videos. So what you want to do is, when you have a video, I would start small. I wouldn't start too big. I'd start with 10-15 minutes of something you're doing that you enjoy. If you can make an exit entry video, that's fantastic, and you can do that all on your editing software. Again, if you don't have this software, don't panic. If you want to do something with your phone, YouTube is not like TikTok. It's not a case of where you can pop these funny little videos left, right and centre willy-nilly. It really is YouTube really is a situation where you create something a bit more meaty to it, a bit more meaningful, although you can do shorts to kind of do this sort of TikTok kind of style if you really want to. So, but you can use your phone to record stuff. So don't expect your first videos to be amazing. My first videos were really, really bad. They were nowhere near as good as what I would compare them to the videos I release today. And in a year's time, when I release better videos, the videos I release today will be nothing in comparison to the videos I release in a year's time. So the next thing to cover is don't be disappointed by the fact that when you release your first few videos, you don't actually get anywhere that fast. Now, I've learned very quickly that YouTube actually, its algorithm, everybody wants to understand the algorithm. And that's fine, you can understand the algorithm as much as you like, but getting to obsess with the algorithm, making it a priority to really understand it, really know it, can literally blow your brain, and you'll get confused and stressed. And what I want to reiterate is that a portion of this video is about you. It's about your health, your mental health, and how to approach it for you. Don't worry too much about the algorithm too much, because ironically, if you've got no subscribers, YouTube will actually push your stuff out there. It'll actually begin to push your stuff out there to draw people in from all across the world, I would guess. As you build subscribers, it's actually, having subscribers can hinder you in the sense of where if you put a video out there and your subscribers don't like it and don't watch it, then it doesn't go anywhere. It kind of fizzles out, and the algorithm just goes, nope, that's it. If your subscribers don't like it, then nobody else is. So it is a case of where don't be too upset or disgruntled that your first few videos may not be to the quality that most people like. We're all practicing, we all start somewhere, and we are all learning every day. So don't worry too much, and you can always delete them if they're not very good, you don't like them. Some of the videos I've made originally were really bad, and I just deleted them because they were just terrible. So don't worry too much. So you've got your channel, you've got your background, you've got your picture, you may find out what you want, and you've got your name, you may find out what you like straight away, which is fine, but say if not, don't worry. You can always, there's always a bit of I'm not going to use the word conspiracy, but there's always a bit of advice not to have it scheduled and just unlist it, etc. and all this stuff. I mean, personally, I don't venture into that too deeply. I just literally have a schedule. I post, at the moment recording this, I do every Monday and Fridays as game nights, so it'll be a game of some degree, whether it be at the moment I'm doing like Horizon Zero Dawn, Space Marine 2, Command and Conquer, Streets of Rage, etc, etc. And every Wednesday is what I call movie night. It's essentially something else that's not game related that goes out to you guys. You could do something similar. There is on the internet, there's bits of advice to say like Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays are good days to post at certain times. I personally would find I would not adhere to that strictly, but I would listen to that as a guide, and I would schedule all my videos as I edit them and as I upload them to YouTube. I have a plan, a schedule that for the next month, etc., or 2 months, I've got a certain amount of videos coming out certain days at certain times. Most of my videos come out around about anywhere between 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So to get it in there. I think that's what I took the advice is from the internet. That was the best time, but you can put whatever time you want to. Don't forget time zones as well. I'm not too sure. I think there's certain countries that have more YouTube attention. They seem to watch YouTube a lot more. You could time it to that specific country and have the videos come out at prime time for them. I set my times for a prime time where I'm from in the UK. That's just me. Everybody out there who spends time doing this and being a content creator essentially wants to generate the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 1 year to be monetized. And I think everybody wants this. I mean, I like what I do. I like producing the content I do. I get the satisfaction out of it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy passing on this fun and this happiness and this content to everybody. And I also like passing on, like my for short world history is about India. I like to teach people stuff, but we all want to sit here and get paid for what we do, and it's really, really important that the videos that you make are as engaging and as entertaining as possible. You're not going to please everybody, you're not going to keep everybody happy, not everybody is going to like what you do, but you can try. And there's plenty of advice out there on how to, like Dan the Creator. If you go and check this guy out, I will leave a link to his channel in the description. I don't know him personally, he doesn't know me personally, but he is brilliant what he tells you. Now obviously he's monetized, obviously he's doing it every video as he does to get money, but he is telling you some good pieces of advice. Now not every piece of advice you're going to want to listen to, but you know, in general he gives out good advice. Now another thing to remember is when you upload the video, there is something called keywords. Well, I think it's called SEOs, I believe it's called. Now these are sort of like trigger words that the algorithm will look for when people type in. So let's say example, you want to look at a car. Let's say for example you want to buy a car, let's say a Lamborghini. So you buy a Lamborghini, so you type in YouTube, click Lamborghini, you type in Aventador or whatever model you wish. When you type into YouTube to have a video about that particular vehicle, it will look for Lamborghini and it will look Aventador and other little details that you've put in. And tags can be a good way of actually to target your videos faster, because YouTube will look through the algorithm. Its algorithm will look through the content available and it will see, oh, this person's got a video tagged Aventador, we'll draw that one. This person's got Lamborghini, we'll draw this one. And it will start picking the videos to list to you the ones that you are more appropriate to your search. There are some people that say tags are not worth it. I've always put tags on. I've always put also hashtags on the description. The description is a place that's really important to put details about your video. You'll see most of the games that I've put on, you'll see a whole list of the description of the entire game, which I source off Wikipedia. And it gives you guys a chance to read this if you want to and get to know what the game's about that I'm playing. If it's not a game, if it's a movie clip, I will do my best to find out this information. I should put it on the screen. And below that, a hashtag. So for an example, let's take the short world histories of India. In the hashtags I would have put hashtag India reviews, hashtag histories, hashtag Indian histories. And you continue to go for these hashtags, and repeating the same one doesn't help, but I like to think the more that you put on, the better, because it will allow the search engine to find your video quicker and better, more accurately when someone's looking for that particular video. And this goes for your games as well. So I would recommend in the description you put your hashtags. I think I've learned, about 5 is probably a good idea. I put more personally, but I did remember, I think Dan the Creator said, 3, 4, 5 is probably quite sufficient. And also in the description, don't forget, it's a mistake that I've made before, is give other people the credit for being included in your videos. So include their links to their channels and their YouTube videos. That's included. If you go and check out my Space Marine 2 Horde mode, a homemade Horde mode, you'll find that the description has Shadows Uploads and Cypher's Chronicles in the description, as they were with me during that game, and that was a special video as well. So there's a few things to remember as you start making your channel and you start obviously trying to gather subscribers. But what about you? What about you, and what about how you handle it, how you deal with it, and the stresses and the worries? Now, initially when I started making this channel, I was quite anxious. It's quite anxious if you're going to make it. Even doing this right now, this is the first time I'm going to be showing my face to you guys, and it's it's a barrier that you cross, like you showing your face, for example, and you know, people are going to like you, people just dislike you, are people going to judge your channel harshly, are people going to, you know, leave thumbs down on all your content? How are you affected by this, and how much time are you going to put into the development of your channel? Now, the best advice I can give you really is don't worry about it. It's simple. Don't worry. Just do it because you enjoy it. Do it because you want to share something with people. Not everybody is going to like what you do. Not everybody is going to like what you create, what you say. Especially this day and age, right now in early 2025, it's incredibly, especially in the UK, it's very difficult to come out with an opinion, despite it being true or not, and to upset somebody and, you know, you cause a problem. Do you make sure that the stuff you're uploading and you're working with is something you enjoy, it's something that you brings you happiness. Don't let being a content creator invade your life to the point where nothing else matters. You know, if you've got a full-time job, you've got children, you've got family, pets, you know, we've all got bills to pay, we've all got lives. Make sure that all that comes first, because until your channel on a serious level pays your bills, I really wouldn't worry about it. And people on the internet, I'm not going to say this in terms of a precise way, but they can't hurt you. If they give an opinion that you don't like, or they say this video is rubbish, don't worry about it. It's attention. It's still attention. I've got a few videos with downward votes, and that's fine. That's okay. You know, it's fine. I like it because it's an opinion. It's an opinion. If my video gets more dislikes than likes, then I know probably something wrong with the video. There are trolls out there. There are people out there that will try their best to go around and spread negativity across the world if they can help it. But don't worry about it. If this starts to become stressful and you feel like it's becoming a job, it's becoming it makes you quite anxious, give it a break. Just stop. Just give it a break. It's not worth becoming really upset and emotional about. It's really not worth it. There have been cases where content creators, I don't know their names, but I have quite a few years ago, where they've literally had mental breakdowns on camera, streaming with, they're playing the games with friends or other people, and they've literally got so much hatred, so much attack on them. They've just gone, no, I'm done, I've had enough, that's it, I quit. And there are people that just stop, and they, you know, it's not worth getting upset by. It's not, as you grow and you progress, it does get more work and it does get a little bit more demanding. I've definitely noticed now that my subscribers, since it's grown, because I'm now trying to engage with the community, to have them watch my videos and make them fun to watch and make them engaging to watch, it is more work to try and precisely get things correct and accurate. And you want to be careful when you go to the point where you're engineering your videos just to please the audience and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not actually enjoying what you do. So my opinion is don't cross that line. Don't cross that line. The journey of being a successful content creator on YouTube is a long journey, and the minimum it will take you is going to be a year if you care about being monetized for what you do. It's going to minimum take you a year because you need those 4,000 watch hours. Now, I may have not covered a lot in this video. I may have covered some things that are important to you. I may have covered something or nothing. I've just waffled on for the last, as I've got the time, half an hour for absolutely no reason. But essentially, I wanted to give you guys opportunity to put a face to the voice. I wanted to give you guys opportunity of meeting me. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm hoping I will do more of these because of the poll that I had a couple of months ago. You guys generally voted that having a video was either neutral or positive, but there was no negative to it. So I definitely wanted to take this opportunity of saying hi and letting you guys know that I am really dedicated to making this channel grow and making it work, and I want to make it grow and I want to make it work, and I need you guys' support. I need you guys to keep thumbs up, keep watching my stuff, keep enjoying it, and feedback is always welcome. Feedback is always welcome. I want you guys to come forward and leave comments on things that you like and dislike, genuine things that you believe that to improve the channel, because eventually I want to make this channel a massive hub where there are different elements of different things that you guys can come to. Some of you may not be interested in the video games, but you like the conspiracy series. Some of you don't like any films or any conspiracies, like the video games. Some of you don't like any of that, but you like product reviews, and you'll ask me to do a product review, or somebody will ask me to do a product review on, I don't know, I'm doing a head shaver, for example, and I'll do a review about that. Maybe you come for the channel for this reason. There's lots of little projects that are going on that are slowly starting to grow, that eventually, hopefully over the next few months, we'll have enough content to try and bring other people in. Now, we're coming up to like the 29-minute mark, so I don't want to go over half an hour. I think probably half an hour is enough, but I just want to give a massive thank you to you all. If you made it this far, brilliant, and I appreciate that. And as you can see, I'm not in a studio of any kind. I mean, I'm in my room, you know, I'm a dad, a single father and all that, so, you know, I haven't got a fancy studio, so you'll probably be seeing this background. And guys, again, thank you. Just hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad to have introduced myself to you, and until we meet again, big up, and keep it real. Until next time.